Hey guys, it's Michael. Haven't seen you guys in a few days. Sorry, I've been under the weather. You can see I look a little out of it. I have a swollen eye and I don't know what's wrong, a little bug. But anyway, I'm going to make some shepherd's pie for you today. Simple recipe. Everybody's in the mood for it. Hamburger. There's going to be hamburger. It has corn, brown gravy, green beans. Actually, it's whatever you like. Whatever vegetable, you can put sweet peas, green beans, anything. Sometimes everybody likes to mix vegetables with the carrots and all of that. Whatever you like, whatever you got in the cabinets, that's what you use. So I'm already in progress here. What I'm doing is I'm browning 2 pounds of hamburger I have here. And I'm going to go ahead and brown the hamburger up. While I was doing that, I have about 6 potatoes boiling.
7.
I cut them in, they're nice sized potatoes. We just cubed them up and boiled them like regular mashed potatoes we're going to make. I salt the water a little bit before I cook my potatoes so the potatoes get the flavor through it, and then you don't have to add it afterwards. But so I have the 2 pounds of hamburger boiling here. I have a small onion, diced, chopped. Doesn't have to be too small, but not too big. You know, your preference, guys. Whatever you like to do, it's up to you. I'm just giving you like the ingredients and letting you do whatever you got to do. But we're going to go ahead and put that onion in with the ground beef that's already browning. And I think I told you it's about 2 pounds here. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder, probably about a tablespoon of it. I'd say, yeah, about a tablespoon. And then we're going to add a little bit of salt, maybe just a teaspoon, because your mashed potatoes are going to be salted. Your beef stock is going to be salted, salty a little bit. So we're not going to add too much salt to this meat, but we do want the meat to get some flavor. And probably just a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper or black pepper to taste, guys. Whatever you like the best. So as you see here, I'm just going to brown this up until it's brown, and that's almost done for us. And then I'm going to, we're going to make our own gravy. So what I have is beef bouillon, regular beef bouillon cube, and for about 3 cups of water, I have about 6 cubes. And again, to your taste, if you like it a little bit more strong, a little bit less. Now you're going to see that this beef has oil and everything, and I'm not going to drain that oil because I'm going to make a roux. That's what's going to thicken our gravy and make our gravy. So what we're going to do is when this hamburger is brown, onions cook a little bit. They don't have to cook a lot because it's going to go in the oven and bake. So they just have to cook, you know, just a little bit in with the stock. So what we're going to do there, okay, what we're choosing to use today are green beans right out of the can. Now, the chef and you can use fresh, whatever. You got to cook them a little bit first, however you want to do it. But however you feel like it, you know, whatever vegetables. I'm going to use a can of green beans, and I'm going to use a can of corn. Nice sweet corn. I'm just going to go ahead and add it to it. I drained the cans. I'm going to add it to it. And then what we're going to do, we'll mix it around a little bit. Like that. And then I got the stove right now on about medium-high. So we're going to let that cook. We're mixing it in together. It already looks yummy. But, you know, as many vegetables, as little vegetables, as no vegetables, whatever you like. You can put anything else that you like in there. So we got that cooking. What we're going to do now, the hamburger's brown. Veggies are all in. I'm going to take about, I'd say, probably 3 tablespoons heaping of flour. And I'm going to put the flour in there. And this is what's going to thicken our gravy. Now the trick is, though, when you use, there's about 3 tablespoons right there. Now the trick is when you use the flour, the trick is to cook the flour. You don't want to add the stock right now because the flour, it'll taste floury. It won't taste, you know, it'll be floury. So you don't want to do that. So we're going to mix this flour in really well with everything right here. And we're going to let it cook for a couple of minutes. and we're going to get that flour taste out. We're going to make it right. Because there's nothing worse than you bite into a gravy and it tastes like flour, or it's got the big old lumps or anything. I mean, it shows it's homemade when you get the lumps, but anyway, but you see the way that flour soaked up that oil? That's what a roux is. A roux is equal parts of flour and fat, either margarine or butter or oil, and it's equal parts. So so you see the way the oil evaporated and the flour is just like coating everything right now. Smells yummy. My mouth is watering already. I'm not feeling well, guys, today, so sorry I'm not my usual self. But I tell you what, I don't really even have an appetite right now. But I'm gonna eat. That's for sure. I love shepherd's pie. We were fortunate. One of my brothers, just loved this growing up, so we had to learn how to make it. He had to know. We had to have it. So I learned different variations. I mean, instead of mashed potatoes, you can use sliced potatoes on top. I mean, it doesn't have to be mashed. And yeah, just put some. When we get done, I'll show you Christian. Christian's behind the camera again. Tommy's still, and now he's taking a vacation from his vacation. But anyway, so I had the potatoes cut and boiling. There's 6 nice-sized potatoes there. 7 nice-sized potatoes there, sorry. And I'm just going to drain. Keep the camera right on this. I'm just going to drain them. And I'm going to put the potatoes right back in the pot after I drain them. Why mess up a bowl? Because we're just going to make mashed potatoes out of it, so there's no sense in messing a bowl up. So there we go. That flour's cooked for a minute or so. It's all incorporated with the beef. So now what I'll do is that stock that we made. So I took about 3 cups of water and about 6 bouillon cubes, and that's what's going to make the gravy. So I'm going to go ahead now. I think that flour taste will be cooked out, and I'm going to add some of this stock right to it, and I'm just going to coat it. I'm not going to use it all right now. I'm just going to coat it and see how thick that gets, and then we're going to let it cook some, and then if I need to add a little bit more stock, I will. But there's the gravy. You see it's starting to thicken up already from the flour. Simple and easy. Again, ingredients that we normally all have at home. So we're going to let that cook down a little bit. And as you see, like I said, it's starting to get thick. There's our gravy. It won't have that flour taste because we cooked the flour. It's not lumpy because we made it a little bit loose, and we're not making Thanksgiving Day turkey gravy, and that's some work. You use the drippings and the stocks and everything. But you see right here, should know about that. Yeah, this is a nice consistency already. I don't even know if we'd have to add any more of the stock. So maybe we'll go ahead and say 2 cups of water to 4 bouillon. Because I think that I didn't use it all. I used probably 2/3 of it. So we'll go ahead and say just 2 cups of water to 4 bouillon cubes, and that should be your flavor right there. And then that's it. This is done. Because what we're going to do is we're going to put this in a pan. I'm going to go ahead and turn that up. We're going to put it in a pan. Now your mashed potatoes, you're going to make just regular mashed potatoes how you like them. You could make instant. Yeah. You could make, like I said, you could do sliced potatoes on top. You could do anything you want. You could do anything you want. The time you have, however you want to do it, guys. It's up to you. There are some good instant mashed potatoes out there. So some I like. I'm not a firm believer in them, but I do use them sometimes when I'm in a rush and everybody wants to eat. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some butter, again, which I believe real butter, to the potatoes, And I'm going to put that in first while the potatoes are nice and hot so it melts the butter. I'm going to use about a half a stick for those 7 potatoes so it's nice and buttery. But just look at this, look at this gravy, how nice it came out. How nice and, you know, hearty looking. It's going to be flavorful. If you don't have time, you could drain your hamburger and your stuff and add a canned gravy or add a gravy, you know, gravy mix. But just make sure you drain your beef before you do it that way. I choose to make the gravy fresh. But so I've already got in these potatoes, like I said, I salt the water. So I've already got the water salted. I mean the potatoes done. I've got the butter in there. I don't have to add any salt to it. I'm probably going to add just a little bit of black pepper. But I'm going to mush this around. I'm not using a mixer. I don't want, you know, I don't make these smooth, creamy smooth because the type of dish it is. It doesn't matter if the potatoes have a couple little lumps in them. So I just go with the potato masher. So I got the butter melted in there and incorporated. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of milk to that. And I would say, I'm going to use a little cup here. I would say, just for your measurement, probably let's start with a half a cup right there for the 7 potatoes. Everybody knows how to make mashed potatoes, I'm sure. So make your mashed potatoes however however you like.
However you know.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do it that way. And then you'll see nice creamy mashed potatoes. And we like black pepper, so I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper. I'm not going to add anything else to it. Our other seasonings are already in the gravy and the hamburger mixture. So now again with your beef mixture, you can do you can use, you know, your lean hamburger, a little bit fatty if you like, however, whatever you like. Your ground sirloin, ground round, just regular ground beef, whatever you got in there, guys, whatever you like to use. So, and that's it. I'm not going to go crazy on these mashed potatoes, like I said, because a little bit lumpy, you know, is fine for what this dish is. So, and again, I want to apologize. Our pots and pans, you know, I'm using pots and pans here that were probably GMAs. So they're a little bit old and all that. They're by no means dirty. They're just worn and loved. I mean, they're used for many years. So one day I'll be able to get some new pans. And but right now, we got what we got. So I'm going to take a pan, a rectangular pan, whatever baking pan you got. I'm going to take a pan and I'm going to put this right into the pan. Now you see, I left this a little bit thick. I like it a little bit. I left it a little bit thick because it's going to cook some more. So when it's in the oven, so I'm going to go ahead and put it right in the pan, like that. And then, what we're going to do next, let me put this over here, what we're going to do next is we're just going to take, and we're going to spoon our mashed potatoes right on to the top of this mixture. And put them all around because we're going to spread them, so put little lumps all around. Try to get it, you know, how you can. Because we're going to spread them a little bit once we do this. And if you pile up and it's a lot of potatoes, can you see, Chris? If you pile up and it's a lot of potatoes, don't worry about it because it's, you know, not too much. It could be heaping, it could be flat. Use your discretion, whatever you like, guys. So, and I'm just going to put them all over and then I'll go ahead and smooth them out some. And the way I'm feeling today, I'm surprised I didn't use instant, but I didn't want to show you guys that. And I love mashed. Mashed potatoes, we all know, are easy. The hardest part of a mashed potato is peeling the potato.
That's true.
Yeah, and I had Christian's help with that. He knows I'm not feeling too well, so I actually got him away from the computer for a couple of minutes. So
I'm never on the computer.
We're going to get on there today, and we're going to comment on some of the comments that I've gotten back to you guys. I appreciate everything, and you guys watching every day, and everybody's asking for more and more. And I'll get back on the swing of things. Like I said, just the past couple of days I've been a little under the weather. So we're going to do that. And then we're just going to spread them. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to cover the whole thing. You know, you can have some little gaps showing, whatever. And just spread them around on top. And if you got more mashed potatoes in this, by means use them. However you got it, and just spread them around a little bit. And that's it. There's no need to put any. There's no need to put any butter or margarine or anything. It's right inside the potatoes already. And we're just going to take this now, and we're going to put it in the oven. The oven's set at 350, and we're just going to put it in the oven. And what we're mainly going to do, probably 15-20 minutes is what it's going to bake. And we're going to, we just want to get the mashed potatoes golden brown, and we want to get the gravy bubbling through the mashed potatoes a little bit, and let it all incorporate and let the mashed potatoes be like a crust to it. So we'll check back here in about 10 minutes, guys, and see how it's looking. And like I said, it should just be about 20 minutes. It's a fast, easy dish, so be right back. Okay, guys, it's been the 20 minutes. I didn't check it halfway through at 10, so I took a chance, and thank God, because we caught it. Look how beautiful. We got it just right. But see the way the gravy's like come through, and the mashed potatoes are nice and brown. So just that's it. That's shepherd's pie for today, and I'll be back in a couple of days and give you another video, okay? So y'all enjoy it. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.